back to the point. I just have to say, there is no point, because this is like our Friday night show. There's no point. If anybody's expecting
the point that there's no point.
Right. There's no point. There's no point. This is like our Friday show. There's not going to be a point. If you guys are looking for a point.
I think there's something in the water where you and Gina Marie live. I don't know.
Live, John Richards. Go ahead. Keep doing your warm-up dance. Camera's on you for warm-up dance. I don't know why we are so happy. Hello, everybody. We are really here for an episode where we're just happy on our little happy holiday Sunday weekend. And I don't know why we're so happy, because, John, I am very angry. I'm very angry.
Are you angry? I'm a little angry, too, actually.
Well, as a matter of fact, John, I'm angry at you because when I called you about doing this show, you told me you already watched the show that I want to talk about and didn't tell me that you watched the show. So you knew the information before I knew the information and didn't even tell me, and I am not happy about it.
I just don't know how that slipped through the cracks, because I talk to you more than I talk to my own partner. Okay, so my apologies, okay? I will start writing everything down and just send you a PowerPoint with bullet points, okay?
Well, I am writing down, and mad at John Richardson. Mad. Okay. So, who the hell cares about intros? Hey, people, you already know the deal. I'm Eric from Reality Recaps, and you can find me on Twitter. I'm at Reality Recaps. Where can they find you, John?
Hey, everyone. So excited to be doing a live Sunday show with my pusses, my two favorite pusses. You can find me at Twitter at Comedy Jonah.
Yay. So look, you are all wondering, what is this show about? What are we talking about? Why have I summoned you all here? And more importantly, before I even get into it,
we all want to know.
I want to say this, because she is never here for a live show, and we need to say, hello, Brandy, we love you.
Brandy!
She always comments to us on Twitter and stuff, and I don't think she's ever really around when we do live shows. Maybe I'm wrong. I apologize, Brandy. I have a horrible memory.
And these have names, so at least you got your name right.
I got your name right, so it's a good one. Okay, what I want to talk about for a little bit, and stay tuned to the end, because we have a real live announcements here for you guys, some exciting things coming up. But why I've summoned you all here is to talk about Nick, Gina Marie, and this Chance Hayden douchebag interview. And here's my disclaimer. I'm not giving you all the link. That probably makes me a big D-bag like him.
No.
And I'm not putting clips in of it, because I don't want to promote it or him at all. So you're just going to have to take our one-sided, completely skewed view on this interview.
It's out there. You can look it up yourself if you want. I don't want to promote this because everyone's clicking on it and watching Nick walk out. He doesn't walk out. Bad.
Well, yeah, what do you want to say what the prelude to the interview was? Like the email that went out, John? Are you do you know those little tidbits of it?
I don't. I saw Spicy posted it. I saw her post yesterday, and I clicked on the link because I always click on Spicy's link. Spicy, click on my links.
Yes, Spicy, we love you. Okay. Spicy actually tweeted this out probably like a week and a half ago. Probably more, probably like 2 weeks ago, which is when I was first alerted to it. And what happened was this Chance Hayden douchebag put out a press release all about how Nick, when being confronted with being gay, walked out of his interview, and then Gina Marie started crying and saying how much Nick doesn't really like me and blah, all this bullshit. And then said, I'm going to be releasing it next Wednesday. if you had it done, I don't know why you needed to wait a week other than to drum up promotion for your shitbag show. But then he didn't even release it on time. He did it like 10 days later, which is like this weekend. Or maybe he didn't. I noticed it this weekend, but I sure as shit know it wasn't up on Wednesday. So that's your little backstory. I'm going to breathe now.
Okay.
Good. Gonna breathe. So,
breathing's good.
I watched the show yesterday, and I had so many opinions on it that I was like, we just need to come on and talk about it for a minute. And here's my whole thing, John. You're aware, when we did our Nick and Gina Marie interviews, when we did our Miranda interviews, when we did any of the interviews that were not Alyssa, Candace, and the likable Big Brother people gave us so much shit. Why are you not attacking them? Why are you not being harder? Why are you not going in on them? Blah. This interview is a great reason why we don't do that. Because it was uncomfortable to watch. It wasn't entertaining in the least.
No.
And it is a perfect example of why I say to all of you, we do what we do in our interviews. Anybody else can go attack these Big Brother people.
It's too easy to just attack someone. It's harder to be nice and get to learn another side of them.
Seriously, everybody is tweeting us, John. We need to turn off our... Don't worry, we're turning off our iPhones. We get it. You'll like the show. And then you're really going to love our announcements at the end. So, yeah, I think if you guys would watch the Nick and Gina Marie show that we did, the Miranda show that we did, the shows that you think you wouldn't like that we did, I guarantee you will end up at least liking parts of people like Nick and Gina Marie and Amanda and McCrae, because our shows are funny and show you a different side of them.
Exactly.
That is the first point. So that's the first point I want to make. So, want to role play it a little, John? You want to role play a little bit what the interview was like for the people? And you can decide, but I would prefer if you were Gina Marie.
Oh, okay. I wanted to be Chance, but okay.
Did you want to? Well,
I wanted to be Chance, and I wanted you to be Nick.
Okay, that's fine. So go ahead, and then we'll switch.
Hey, Nick, you're a good-looking guy. Yeah, I'd get gay for you. What do you think about that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God, an interview you barely talk, but it's the best interview I've had. Yeah, you're a pretty hot guy. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. You must. How good is it to be so good-looking like you? I would never know. Hey, Gina Marie, do you like bald guys, huh?
Oh, wait. Oh, I'm Gina Marie now. Yeah, that's what it was like. Nick did not talk in this interview. Nick was clearly uncomfortable, but it was because this guy kept just berating him with, like, you're so beautiful, you're so hot. I bet gay guys hit on you all the time. So are you trying to tell me that no gay guy has aggressively come on to you? Now, first of all, Nick, I'm gay and I aggressively came on to you, so I am a little bit upset that you did not acknowledge my gay aggression of coming on to you. No, I am kidding. I'm kidding. But he just berated.
And Gina Marie, I'm the girl that will hold your hair back when you throw up.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
So, first of all, John, we are gay, and I will 100% say we made fun of the idea that Nick was gay during the recap shows and during the Big Brother season. However, it was a joke based on the pop culture-y climate of Big Brother this season. By no way did we really think Nick was gay, and in no way is it our business if he was or wasn't.
Exactly.
Nor should he have to prove if he is or isn't on a talk show. Number one. So as a gay person, John, like, how does that make
I need to comment about your number one.
No, that's what I'm saying. So go ahead. Comment.
Well, what I don't understand is, I know he was probably trying to be funny. I have been there too when I have been on stage or even on the recaps and you say something and sometimes it just doesn't work. Like, forget it. But throughout the interview, it was like that. But this one point with him and Nick, you're so cute, this and that. I don't know any, like, straight guy that talks like that. Even guys that are really secure with their sexuality, they might say, yeah, you're good looking, gay guys must hit on you a lot. But to go on and on and on and on and on and on about it, I mean, he was talking to Gina Marie. He hardly had any questions for Nick. You could see Nick was kind of annoyed because, it wasn't a balanced interview. But then just to go on and on about his sexuality, it just, oh, God, it went from trying to be funny to creepy. He's like the guy in the dungeon with the leather mask on, right?
100%.
That's gay that doesn't want to be seen.
Right. And I, honest to
Sorry,
God,
Mom.
honest to God, John and I are not even doing a good enough job right now of explaining to you how he did not let up on Nick with this. It was so uncomfortable to watch, and it was not funny, and it was not entertaining. I'm over making people feel uncomfortable if it's funny.
You do it to me all the time.
Exactly. But it wasn't funny. It wasn't funny. It wasn't appropriate. And as an actual gay person, I was offended by that line of questioning. Now, I realize a lot of people are saying what he was doing, because now let's transition to Gina Marie, is trying to, race bait them or trying to get them to talk about being gay, so specifically Nick, talk about being gay so that he can then start manipulating it and use it against him.
Right.
Kind of like how with Gina Marie, he would be like, you're a racist. Haha, just kidding. Right? Hey, Gina Marie, if there was a black person, a Spanish person, a Mexican, Oriental, all in a boat, and you could only save one, who would you save?
Well, I think he was so bad, even with her, the things he was saying. I think if he was in the Big Brother house, he would have maybe have outdone Aaron, I think. He was saying that African Americans can say things about white people, but it's not the same. They can do it, but we can't, kind of thing. And I'm just like, you're just not making any sense. You're just bizarre. It's weird. It's just weird.
And that is my next point. We have seen a lot of Big Brother people who, let's even put it to in the house, they can be, defending or I didn't say this, I didn't do that, I'm not racist, I'm not this. But then when they get around somebody that is technically sympathizing with their situation, they will then laugh about it and be like, ha ha ha, no, yeah, it was a joke. Gina Marie stood her ground this whole interview when he was bombarding her with all this racist bullshit. And I'm sorry, people, that's the real Gina Marie. Because am I saying what she said in that house was good, right? No, it was not. It was unacceptable. But Gina Marie has apologized for it.
Over and over and over again.
Exactly. And now when being confronted with a situation where there is someone who seemingly has her back and is trying to tell her, just make a joke about it, just do this. Gina Marie over and over again said, I was kidding, but I am going to apologize because I hurt people's feelings. Like, he didn't want her to apologize. He was telling her, you should just keep doing it and keep reiterating how funny of a joke it was. And she's like, no, I feel bad because I hurt people's feelings and I didn't mean to. And I got news for you people. God knows we all love Gina Marie. She doesn't think things through enough to be manipulating those answers, meaning she's not giving those answers because she's thinking this is the answer people want to hear. I really feel from a psychological level, a body language level, Gina Marie meant the thing she was saying. She genuinely is sorry.
Absolutely. We know we heard it from Caitlyn as far as Gina Marie having a good heart. I think, sometimes, and even being in the house, the way it is, and being, like a lab rat and things come out and stuff. But at least when she's, when she's called out on the carpet, she takes responsibility and feels genuinely bad and apologizes. But honestly, I'm getting really sick of her apologizing. She's apologized. Mm-hmm. Let's move on, and this is another great example of why we don't do the type of interviews like that. Because to see Gina Marie sit there uncomfortable for 45 minutes? Who wants to watch that? I don't.
See, I don't even think Gina Marie was uncomfortable. I thought she was having
You could tell she was guarded. I mean, she's just sitting there shaking her head and stuff. I mean, look at the difference between that Gina Marie and the Gina Marie we had on our show.
Well, 100%.
Yeah.
I also think it's very telling that he starts his show by being like, oh my God, I'm so glad you guys showed up. People never show up.
I didn't even prepare. I stopped preparing because they never show up.
I wouldn't show up either after seeing that interview.
Yeah, I wonder why people don't show up.
I just wonder why.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, seriously.
Dildo.
And maybe he has a huge following, and maybe he has some great big audience. I don't know. I don't care.
Maybe he has a great big penis, and that's why people like him. I don't know.
Well, no, he's apparently bald and has no penis, which apparently he is the definition of someone who suffers from a little penis syndrome. So, no surprise there. But I don't get him. And the whole race thing, just to go back to what you were saying, the undertones of what he was saying is, for me, the definition of racism.
Mm-hmm.
How he was like, we can't make fun of black people, but black people can make fun of us. And if you were a black guy, you would get away with saying anything. Okay, no, first of all, there's a difference. It's called slavery. And that's why it's not okay to make fun of black people. Should everything be equal in a world? Sure, yes, it should all be equal. And your point, sure, makes sense on some level, but don't also disregard the reasons why people should be more sensitive on other topics and other things. There was an air of racism to him, which to me is exactly what racism is, and that's not Gina Marie, which is another point.
I think that's exactly kind of what happened. I think he was trying to be funny, trying to be entertaining. It wasn't going well. So instead of being professional about it, he thought he could turn it around, and he kept going with it. And it just was a huge muddled mess. Again, everything that, he was talking to Gina Marie about in her comments, his comments were bad or worse than what she said. And she's apologizing for it. Has this Chance Hayden apologized for that interview? Has he apologized for misleading us all in a press release? Because everything that was in there wasn't in the interview.
Exactly. That's another great point. Nick didn't leave because in his press release, he made it sound like Nick left due to being asked if he was gay. He never once asked Nick if he was gay. He just kept saying, if I was gay and I was in your body, I would fuck everybody. You should be trisexual. You should try everything once. Shut the fuck up. And then as soon as...
That's what all us gays do. We just fuck everybody. Oops, sorry, Mom. Yeah.
Yeah, because that's what gays do. We just, we're all about sex. Yeah, so then, as soon as Nick leaves, he turns to Gina Marie and is like, how big is his penis? How big, tell us, how big is Nick's penis? So Nick didn't leave at all because he was questioned about being gay. It was such freak being a freak. He probably actually had to go to the bathroom. And then, look, I get it. A lot of what I'm getting from Twitter as well is a lot of people saying they were mad at Nick for not getting Gina Marie out of there. Here's what I want to say on that. Gina Marie is a big girl. Gina Marie can more than enough get out of there herself if she needs to get out of there. I'm sure what Nick did was leave and try and end the interview peacefully behind the scenes to not make it be a big dramatic thing.
Right.
That's what I have to say about that. So, whatever. In wrapping all of it up, you should not be watching this interview. Instead, what you should be doing is going and watching our interviews, which are fun, funny, happy, and light. And I think you would see another side of these people that you guys would really, really like.
Yeah.
Now, go ahead, John.
Did you have a conversation with Gina Marie? Are you going to talk about that or not?
Well, no, John, I'm not. But I will say, I did talk.
What am I supposed to say?
Well, hey, live show. Welcome to live show.
Where's my mark? I don't know. Okay,
I won't say I had a conversation like on the phone with Gina Marie. We just texted back and forth about it a little bit, and she basically feels the same way we feel. Like she was blindsided by it and is definitely embarrassed by it, and that it just kind of is what it is. So
she shouldn't be embarrassed.
And
Chase should be embarrassed.
Exactly. And I very much want to say that the reason we're doing this show right now is half because of the announcements in a few minutes, and not at all because of Gina Marie. I know I'm going to get all the tweets like, oh my God, your best friend's Gina Marie. It has nothing to do with Gina Marie. It pissed me off because it brought back up all the old feelings about us doing our shows, getting so much shit from everybody because they wanted our show to be like that show, that I just wanted to come here and say, this is why our show wasn't like that show, is why I wanted to do this show. Are we all clear?
Yeah, and that's why we're doing what we do. Nobody's doing it like us. So, we're just having fun, showing different sides of them. They're human beings. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so here, we have a question. It is from Michelle Sandy, and she says, what interview are you guys talking about? Okay, Michelle. Basically, there was an interview that this person, Chance Hayden, did with Gina Marie and Nick right when they got out of the house. We don't want to give out the link. We don't want to give it any more promotion. You can go look it up, go Twitter it, go Google it. You really don't have to. We fully explained it in this show, but that's what we are talking about.
Right. And Michelle, the big thing about this is this Chance Hayden put out a press release saying, he was asking, and Nick was asked questions about being gay. He stomped off. Gina Marie was crying, saying he doesn't really like me. And it was all BS. And so that's why there's so much going on with this.
Oh my God, somebody agrees with you at your house, John.
I know.
Must be
when I make a point, I get a cheering squad.
He does. So Victoria Westmoreland says, Gina Marie seems like a good person. She may have said some bad things, but I think it was out of ignorance. She didn't mean to hurt anyone. And I completely agree. I think that sums up Gina Marie to a T. To a T. All right, what are you laughing at, John? People have thumbnails. Is there more cheering over there?
There was, and I muted myself. I went, yeah! And all of a sudden I hear it. All right. Like Gilly. All right.
Who are you? What is your Gilly connection, John? Is there anything you want to say?
What is my Gilly connection?
Were you just kidding about when you told me about your Halloween costume?
That I want to be Gilly, yeah. I was Big Ange last year, and I want to be Gilly.
Hey, Gilly. Did you throw that pencil at Tommy?
What?
We love Gilly, and it brings up a great point. What do you guys think we should be for Halloween? Oh, I should have wait, hold on. Just let me look really before, because now we'll go move into some announcements. Okay, great. This brings up a great point. Holidays are coming, and John and I are going to do some holiday shows for you all. We're going to do Halloween-y type show. Where I think, John, are we committing to dressing up and doing a show dressed up?
Absolutely. Eric, this is our first holiday season together.
It is. And we're together, and we're not breaking up during the holidays.
I know.
I love it. So we're going to do a Halloween episode for you. We're going to have special reality star guests on during it. We're going to be in costume. Maybe I'll dress up as Gina Marie. This is an example. I could dress up as Gina Marie. John could dress up as Nick. Then we could have Nick and Gina Marie on, and they could dress up as us, and then they could interview us being, ooh. So make sure that you guys tweet us. Let us know your ideas of what you would like to see us do for a Halloween type show.
Ooh, I'm so excited.
There'll be lots of tricks and treats. And we're going to do a Thanksgiving show, and we're going to have probably 2 or 3 Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, what else around that time? Festivus. We're going to have a nice little...
Pagan, we'll even have a pagan.
Sure. Gotta take care of the Miranda fans.
We'll show you how to cast some spells. And
So 100%, we're going to be doing lots of holiday shows, lots of good fun stuff coming up this holiday season. And don't worry, they won't be like this one. They won't be a surprise. We'll let you know well in advance. Plus, you guys should also know by now, every Monday at 3 p.m. Eastern, we do our Amazing Race Recap Live, where we take your questions and answers, followed by the exit interviews from the team eliminated with Jeffrey Marks from the Glass House. And then every Thursday, we do our Survivor show with superfan Missy Z at 3 p.m. Eastern on Thursdays, taking your questions and answers live. So, still not our special announcement, but John, what do you want to say about our shows that we do about Amazing Race and Survivor?
What do I want to say about them?
Yes, sell them. Sell them while I look for a question.
They're so much fun to do. You know, Jeffrey is so funny with his comments with the Amazing Race folks. Missy, again, is absolutely, totally hilarious. I love it when she's out in her, like, greenhouse kind of patio. It's very Survivor. It's very green. They're just so much fun.
They are. We love them. So, here is our... Well, wait. I'll teaser. Can I just take a moment, John? I love the fall. I love the fall. I love winter. I love Halloween. I love all fall and winter holidays. Wait, and rain. Shut up, John. I also love pumpkin, caramel apples, candy corn, and all types of fall-type products. Here's my thing, people.
Thank you.
Here's my thing. Why can't I get the damn candy corn Oreos in my supermarket? I know they're out there because y'all tweet me the photos of them, and all I want is the candy corn Oreos, but I cannot find them. Now, here's what I have found to replace it, John. Candy corn Charms Pops. Amazing for all you candy corn lovers. So that's the first
They
thing.
have candy corn Oreos?
They have candy corn Oreos. They probably have it in your stupid-ass Seattle, John. So, yay, Seattle.
No, she didn't.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
they don't, because they sound disgusting, actually.
Siri, is Seattle, like, an interesting place to live?
You go there with me, lady.
Look, Siri doesn't even know, because she's on...
What's it like living on Long Island, Siri? She says it sucks.
No.
And her mouth is gagged. So you must have gotten to her.
No,
These coasters.
I didn't get to her, John. This brings up a great point. iPhone...
Sorry about this, but I can't take any requests right now. Please try again in a little while.
You got to her.
Oh, isn't that funny? Hey, Apple, you suck shit. Your iOS 7 sucks shit. Did you sponsor the Chance Hayden show, Apple? Because your iPhone 5S doesn't work. I'm sick of scanning my stupid thumb that it never works. I can't get it to my phone. Siri doesn't want to handle anything at the moment. Hey, Apple, you suck shit.
You know, some of those circles behind you look like the OS. I keep wanting to put my password in. Behind your head.
What a nightmare. So... guess what, everybody? Here's your announcement. John and I are doing a new show on Friday nights for you guys, which we are going to do live, and we're calling it Reality Check. And it's going to be John and I, for like the first, I would say, 1 or 2 shows, it's going to be just us, very much like this, although I won't be so angry during it. We're just going to be hanging out, laughing, taking your questions.
No Apple products.
No Apple products. Totally sponsored by PC. And we're going to have like a theme or a topic for the show. We're going to take your questions. We're going to tell you about our week. We're going to interact with you. You guys can ask us anything that you want.
About any show. Anything. Recipe. Anything.
Anything. It's going to be a no-holds-barred show. You guys are basically controlling it. We're going to talk about what you want to talk about. We're going to bring reality stars on with us after like the first 1 or 2 weeks, and then they're going to be in the group with us talking about, again, what you guys want to talk about. It doesn't have to be about their show. It can be about quantum physics. It could be about, whatever. Whatever you guys want us to talk about.
That'll be a short answer.
Yeah. Well, if we have Brandon on, then, I'm sorry, Brennan. I went for Brendan and then Brennan, and it came out Brandon. See, if we have him on, he could totally talk quantum physics with us.
All right, GM. Okay, so.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're lucky I didn't tell Gina Marie that for the first half of the season you called her Ginny Marie. Okay? Okay? At least I knew her name. So, just saying.
I'm glad to know her name now.
It is very good. I will also let you guys know that in 2 weeks from now, and don't worry, I will remind you again, we are going to have some live shows in our Z-Box room with people from The Amazing Race and Survivor. We are actually partnering with Z-Box to do some live events directly after the shows end and in our Z-Box room during them. So I think the way that it's going to work is during the show, John and I, or just I, will be in the Z-Box room with whoever the reality stars are. Then, as soon as the show ends, John and I will go live with those reality stars, and we'll take your questions right after the show airs, East Coast time. So, those of you keeping track, we are talking new shows partnering with Z-Box live after they end, a bunch of holiday shows for you guys, and a special live You Control the show on Friday nights. So much. Are you excited about it, John?
I'm so excited. I'm so excited. My mom's even excited about it, too.
We can have your mom on, because there is no rules on this show, John. There's no rules on the Friday night show. The rules have gone out the window for Friday nights.
Exactly. And Mom, this show, if you're on it, it's going to count as my weekly call. So just keep that in mind.
I don't think your mom likes that at all, John Richardson. Although I will say, if your mom is coming on the show, she's going to need to be hardwired and have a good camera. Okay? Getting a little annoyed with the call quality of the people besides John and I. So we're working on it.
She lives in the middle of a forest. It's hard to get hotwired.
Whoa. Why is it every time you talk about being in a forest, all of a sudden your whole camera gets all Blair Witchy, and then all of a sudden we're like,
It's my mother. She's a tribal elder. She's
a witch? Did you just say a witch?
Yeah,
Did you just call your mom a witch?
She's trying to shut me up. Ain't gonna work, Mom.
It would be really great if I just had some special effect where I could just make you, like, suck to the wall and then, like, fly up. Editing, which this show hopefully won't have a lot of. No, and that's the other thing. I have to say this. I don't think we're going to do any editing on our Friday night shows, which will be a lot like the format of this show. I think we're just leaving them raw, leaving them as they are, and just giving them to you guys right away so you don't have to deal with waiting for it and all that other stuff. Okay, so John agrees with me. Seems like you guys are all thrilled about it in the chat room and on Twitter. I know we are so excited. I'm going to put out a blog post about it with all links and everything reminding you of all the specifics, so look for that. So then other than that, John, let's wrap it up with what did you do this weekend? Did anything exciting happen to you this weekend?
John,
if nothing exciting happened to you this weekend, none of us were there. I'm just letting you know you could make it up because it looked like you're struggling.
I'm not a liar. I don't do that. I'm a real person.
We got rid of that person.
I was cleaning my carpets, drinking wine. That's what I've done.
Oh. I thought you were going to go with I was trapped in a storm, and then Superman flew down and picked me up, and then he came to my house, then he started cheering every time I would say something on my recap show, and I thought you were going to go that way. We weren't there. So you could have made it up. Just anything you want, you could have made it up. Well, that's all. That is all, John. Unless there is anything that you want to say, I think we should wrap it up. We just wanted to give you guys your news and announcements and all the stuff that you have to look forward to. Complain about this Chance guy. That is all for me, unless there is anything else that you want to give to the people, John Richardson.
So did we talk about when we're doing a reality check, right?
Yes, we did, John.
Okay. I just want to make sure.
Sure, it should be great. Friday nights. Maybe I didn't say the time. I just said Friday nights. We're doing it Friday nights at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific.
Yes, and I'm so excited about it. It's our new chapter.
It's our new chapter. And I think, Lord willing, if I don't have too much to do this week, I might give it its own page on the website and allow you guys just to put in your questions and topics anytime you want. So you won't have to wait.
Would be the best.
Until the show.
Get on that right after this. La 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 la.
I'm gonna get on something. I'm gonna get on some. Oh, wait, John.
Get on your candy corn lollipop.
I'm gonna be. I can't wait. A question for you, John. Do you watch American Horror Story? Is that a yes? I don't know what that means.
Yes, I fainted.
Now I completely forgot my joke, but I was going to make something about how I was the voodoo doll like Precious, and I don't even know why I was going to make that joke. Here's what I will say. If there's anything you'd like to discuss about American Horror Story, we should do it right now, because I very much tried to watch it. I wanted to be into it. I love Kathy Bates, and I like the whole witches thing and everything, but I am not a bloody, gory. I can handle a scary movie, but I do not like anything that's blood, gore, torture. And I did sit through the show like this for most of the time, or doing that thing where I don't want people to think that I'm a loser, so I'm pretending like I'm looking at the screen, but I'm really like looking over there and not looking at the screen. So like I did a lot of that for it.
So what you're telling us is you're like an 8-year-old girl with a candy corn lollipop.
I'm exactly like an 8-year-old girl with a candy corn lollipop. I do not like to be scared. I don't like blood or gore. Yet I love Dexter.
Cookies. Yeah. Well, I watch Homeland too, so I mean, I know it's reality check, but it doesn't necessarily have to be reality TV. It's a reality check. Let's check it all, right?
We're checking it all.
We're checking it all.
If it's in our reality, and really, if it's in your reality, we'll talk about it, because we're going to revolve the show around all of you. So yeah,
that's a lot.
I might even put up a phone number. You know what? I totally forgot. Here's what we're doing. If you've stuck with us this long, you need to follow our Instagram account, which is Reality Recaps. Okay, we don't have a Vine because, oh my God, it's the one thing that we're not on. But we're on Instagram. On Instagram, you can record a 7-second video. So here is your jobs for the first show. You guys go get on Instagram, record your question for us as a 7-second question, or 12, or whatever the limit is, and we will put your question live into our first show. So make sure you record your question at Reality Recaps it to me on Instagram, and we will put it in the first show. We will solve your relationship problems. If you need dating advice, if you need to know how John makes his chicken parm, if you have questions about him being of Indian descent, whatever.
We just don't know anything about the vagina, so those questions have to stay limited.
But our reality star special guests might each
They
week.
might.
We don't know. They might have one of those. They might have one. Yeah.
Had one, yeah. I'm just so excited about it. And that is so brilliant to record your questions. So I actually want to jump. I think I'm on Vine. I think I'm Comedy Jonah. I have to look.
Right, John. Oh my God. Here is what John does, everybody. John is like, hey, can you just whip up an animation of this? Can you just... Now he's actually trying to go get on Vine so that you people can send him videos on Vine. Let me let you know how that will go. I will have to join the Vine account and get the videos. We're not doing that. No Vine, John. Instagram.
Instagram is for grandpas. Come on, Vine is the new way.
John is going to be creating a Reality Recaps Vine account, and he is going to be in charge of all of your questions. So if you don't see your Vine question, you can at Comedy Jonah on Twitter and let him know how unhappy you are.
Listen, well, just seriously, don't go to Vine. It's not going to work.
Oh, because now you have some work to do? Is that why?
Oh,
right. So put your questions in Instagram, in video form for us. We will put them on the show. So, yes, back to the point. I just have to say, there is no point, because this is like our Friday night show. There's no point. If anybody's expecting
the point that there's no point.
Right. There's no point. There's no point. This is like our Friday show. There's not going to be a point. If you guys are looking for a point...
I think there's something in the water where you and Gina Marie live. I don't know.
There is. It's Long Island. There's some radiation, like chemicals, and they dump oil everywhere. It's great. Right. So...
Back to your point.
Back to my point is there anything you want to talk about for this brief moment in time, John, when I can actually pretend like I'm somebody that watches a scary show? I actually watched the first episode of American Horror Story. So there's anything that you want to ask to me? I'll ask you a question. Did you watch other seasons?
I've seen every season, yeah.
Okay, here's my question. I see a lot of people saying, like, oh my god, the kid with the blonde hair is back. He was the kid from the first season. And the girl that's the daughter, she was the nurse in the other season who had a... So here's my question. Or are you with me so far?
I am, but I don't... That's wrong, what you're saying, but go ahead.
Are there people from other seasons who are in this current season of American Horror Story?
Okay, your question is, are there people in this season that were in past episode or past seasons?
Correct.
Yes.
Okay, but each season, isn't the story completely different?
Yes.
So how do they work that then? Like, we're just all supposed to be like, okay, that other character died, now this actor is playing the role of a new character? Or is it the same character in each season?
Are these real questions?
This is the first episode I've watched.
They're actors. What's great about American Horror Story? Seriously, I know I'm just busting you. What's great about it is it starts the story, you have your arc, and then it ends at the end of the season. So when we go to a new season, it's completely different.
Okay, so
last season was Asylum. They were all kind of in an insane asylum in like the 1930s or whatever. So. But yeah, if that character dies in that season, they can still come back as a completely different character, which is brilliant.
I think that is brilliant. I don't know of any other show that has done that, and that confused me as someone who I'm coming in now, trying to get on board, thinking I could handle it, realizing I can't handle it, but then my OCD just wants that answer.
There's only been one episode and you have this much anxiety over it.
I have such anxiety of it. I just don't like the whole torturing. I don't like the, up in the attic and the people's faces peeled back. Look, it all goes back to, I'll pinpoint the moment for you. When I was 5, my best friend, Donna, I was terrified of the Wicked Witch in The Wizard of Oz. And here is what she would do to me. Every time the Wicked Witch would come on the screen, she would take my head and push it into the screen so that I had to watch her. And I used to get terrified. P.S. I also wasn't smart enough at 5 years old to realize I could just close my eyes. I'm just saying, that moment I always think back to is what terrified me for scary shows for the future. What? What? What does your cup say? What does your cup say? Show me your cup. Your potential, our passion. Do you actually drink out of it? Does that mean anything? Do you look at that and like, oh, I'm inspired?
Yes. Why you drink out of it, inspired.
Then what's your passion? Mm-hmm. Good answer.
Not to talk about what scared me as an 8-year-old.
John, there are no rules. What? We have 2 minutes left, John. What would you like to talk about? Go ahead. You don't care about my 8-year-old. You don't care about how... hold on. Do we want to have a Siri check? Let's have a Siri check. Hold on, I have to scan my fingerprint in. It worked.
Mine won't even work.
Hey, Siri, are you working yet, or are you still annoying? Nope. 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 Thanks, Apple.
Hey Siri, are you ever going to work for me again?
Hey, Apple, your products suck. Suck.
Just spinning.
I'm really sorry about this, but I can't take any requests right now. Please try again in a little while.
She hasn't taken my request in like 3 days.
Boy, everybody.
First she didn't work when I upgraded, and then I have not been able. I'm running out of gas. Where's the nearest gas station? Sorry, can't take care of that.
Yeah, hey,
Bitch.
hey, everybody that wants to buy the new Apple iPhone. I hope you all don't get stuck somewhere. I hope you all don't need directions. I hope you all don't need a GPS. Lord knows the maps don't work. Boy,
Oh, the maps are the worst.
they are the worst. But I'm so glad that we have them, John. Oh, just love it. I just want to. I wish I never bought an Apple product.
Trendy. We're just so trendy.
It's what it is. We're hip. We're the cool kids. Hey, I'm on my iPhone. That doesn't work or do anything. Call me. As a matter of fact, this is a real life story. I should pull up your Facebook message to me last night. I was trying to do this show with John last night, texting him, and every time he would try and reply to me on his iPhone, it was like iMessage down, iMessage not working. So we could have done this show for you guys last night, but Apple does. Oh, you got it right there? You got a little bit of a glare. See? Look.
Not delivered. Okay,
no.
how many times I responded to you? Not delivered.
Yeah.
Not delivered.
Yeah, I took that off because I was afraid there might have, been something that we didn't want people to see. Oh, wait, here we go. Oh, no. Okay, so, guess that wraps up our show, John.
Yeah.
Guess that wraps up our first reality check show. I should just make this show be our first reality check show.
Yeah.
In a way it was.
I agree, and now I'm going to spend the rest of the afternoon watching football.
Oh, well, maybe everybody watching should tweet John at Comedy Jonah and keep him company while he's being forced to watch football.
That is such a good idea. I love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. I love it. 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 Love it.
Okay, that's frightening. That is frightening. I don't know why we ever need to do
My
that.
pajama bottoms are frightening, actually.
But that brings up a very good point that all of you probably do not ever realize. See, you all think that John and I are dressed, but really down here, we're in boxers. That's what we're in. We're in boxers.
Forest pajamas.
We're only dressed from here up. And
My crotch
the
was
truth.
unbuttoned. Oh my god.
Okay, so that about wraps up our show for this week. We will see you guys all next week. Follow me on Twitter. Or not next week. We'll see you guys all tomorrow, Monday at 3 p.m. Eastern for our Amazing Race show. Then again on Thursday for a Survivor show. Followed by Friday, our first official show like this one. Mm-hmm.
Awesome. People have learned a lot about us in this episode, so
they're gonna learn a lot more.
Keep me company during football at Twitter at Comedy Jonah, and don't forget to tune in tomorrow for our show.
Okay, see you guys all tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern for Amazing Race recap, followed by the exit interviews for whoever goes, and I don't even care who it is. Bye! Oh, I gotta click to end the show.
Well, that about wraps up our show for this week. Now, don't forget to head over to yourrealityrecaps.com to see all of our blogs, contests, and videos about Big Brother, Survivor, The Amazing Race, and even your favorite Bravo TV shows. And hey, speaking of, not really, you guys should know by now that you can take this show with you to go on your favorite tablet or mobile device. The iTunes and RSS links are below, and I even separated them between audio only and video. And for those of you in iTunes, do us a favor and give us a 5-star rating and, a really nice review. Otherwise, I'm going to kick a baby. No, I am not going to kick a baby unless you are watching in YouTube and you do not thumbs up us and subscribe to this all-new channel. Alright, look, I'm not kicking any babies, people, but seriously, it really helps support the show when you guys do that, and it allows us to keep bringing you content like this, our live events, and prize giveaways. But if you guys really want to be a Gold Star supporter, you should do all of your Amazon.com shopping through the link over on our website, and even check out some of those ads, or you can simply make a donation to us right there too. And look, I get it, money's tight. You guys try not having any because you spend all your time making videos like these. And hey, the easiest way that you guys can help support us for free is just simply to share these videos and everything that we do on Twitter and Facebook, or any social media website will do. We are literally on all of them. You guys can find us on them by simply going to yourrealityrecaps.com / the name of the website you're looking for. So /Tumblr, /Pinterest, you get the point. Of course, you can always click on the links all around this video, but people, look, the truth is, we just love interacting with all of you. It's why we do these shows. So please make sure that you leave us your question, comments, and suggestions, because you never know which ones we'll pick to be on the show next week, or even instantly if you are watching our live shows on our YouTube channel or in our Z-Box room. The links to that and everything I've mentioned in this video is in the description below it over on YouTube, or you can find everything over at yourrealityrecaps.com. Now, since I think I mentioned just about everything I possibly could, we will see you guys all in our next video. Bye for now.